I used to believe confident people were a different species, the kind who could walk up to anyone without hesitation, like fear just skipped them entirely. Meanwhile, I'd feel it every time. That tight feeling in my chest. That voice whispering, not now. You'll mess it up, just wait. So, I waited. And while I waited, someone else didn't. I told myself that's just who I am. Quiet, reserved, not that type of person. But the truth, that story cost me more than rejection ever could. Because confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you practice. And talking to someone you're interested in. It's not a gift, it's a process. Once I understood that, everything changed. First, don't start cold. Ease into it. Most people think what to say is the problem. It's not. It's how sudden it feels. Imagine being pulled out of your own world by a stranger with full attention on you. Your brain doesn't process that as exciting, it processes it as pressure. So instead, soften the entry. Catch their eye for a second. Give a small smile, just enough for them to notice you exist. Now when you walk over, you're not random, you're familiar. That tiny moment turns tension into recognition. Second, stop pretending you're not nervous. I wasted years trying to look unaffected. Like if I could just act calm enough, I'd become calm. But hiding nerves doesn't remove them, it multiplies them. Because now you're not just feeling anxious, you're managing it. But something interesting happens when you admit it. I almost didn't come say hi. That one sentence does two things instantly. It relaxes you, and it relaxes them, because now the interaction isn't perfect, it's real. And real beats perfect every time. Third, focus on them, not your performance. When you try to impress someone, you create pressure. You start measuring your words, overthinking your tone, wondering how you're coming across. And people feel that. But curiosity removes all of it. When you're genuinely interested, you stop performing. You start observing, listening, responding, and something subtle happens. The conversation starts to flow instead of being pushed. People aren't drawn to perfection. They're drawn to attention. Fourth, make it personal. Just once. There's one small thing that instantly deepens connection. Using someone's name, not over and over, just once, naturally. Because hearing your own name feels different. It signals, I see you, specifically. And in a world where most interactions are surface level, that stands out more than you think. And here's what took me the longest to understand. The real fear isn't rejection, it's regret. It's that moment later, when you think about what you could have said, how it could have gone, how one small action might have changed everything. Because most conversations, they're simple, short, light, human, nothing dramatic. But every once in a while, one of them matters. And you don't get those moments by staying silent. You get them by taking the step, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're unsure. Because all it really takes is one decision to try.